Another story is about a guy in the early 1900s. He lived in a farm and grew up with a deformity on his head because he was bullied by the way he looked like. As an adult, he vowed to get revenge. I don't know the details, but he started showing signs of aggressivity when he was 15 years old. He started killing those who made fun of him, those who humiliated him. This is one of the most horrific cases I have had to study. You see, I am an FBI detective, and as such, we had to study many cases while we are in college. This is the only way we can train the mind. Be prepared by all the horrors that await for us. But none of the cases I have had has been more traumatic than this one. In the early 1900s, there was a company that dumped toxics into the canal that so happened to be the main source of tap water for town residents. Many women gave birth to babies with deformities. As far as I know, the company was sued by the state and were forced to clean the water from the toxins they dumped. Ultimately, they shut down, but the harm was done already. According to files, doctors also warned the family members that these kids would show certain patterns of behavior. And this is how we get to know Jeremy. People who met him said that he always kept to himself, even after surgery to reconstruct his mouth where his deformity appeared. He never wanted to play with other kids or do anything. All he wanted to do was playing with animals. You see, his father died and left them a farm. One day, kids were making fun of his scar, same scar he got after the surgery. Doctors fixed the best they could of his deformity, but that left him a white-looking scar around his jaw. It looked as if someone cut him with a knife. Anyway, 1 week after those teenagers went to Jeremy's farm and made fun of him, they disappeared. Their parents looked for them everywhere, but they were never found. After that, other people who had farms in the area were disappearing one by one. They didn't do anything to anyone. Days after that, Jeremy's mother disappeared as well. The town was so scared and at the brink of panic. What was going on? Disappearance everywhere. No one knows where or how it happened. Months passed and the police was still looking until one day someone from out of town went to the police and mentioned that he purchased a pig from one of the farms. When his wife was cooking the pig, they found something rather unsettling. They found a piece of finger with a ring on. They inspected the ring and the finger and discovered that it belonged to one of the people who disappeared. Connections were made and led them to Jeremy's farm to be precise. The police got a warrant to inspect Jeremy's property and found wallets, IDs, pictures of all the people that went missing. Trophies, we assume. Trophies of some kind of every killing he did. Kids no more than 12 years old were on the list. He killed his own mother, who shared the same fate as many others before her. This killer used the same tactic with all the victims. After he killed those people, he fed the remaining to the pigs. That's how he got rid of the bodies. When the cops captured Jeremy, he just began laughing like a madman as he said, I had to kill them. They were all sinners. They were all bad people. They all bullied me for how I looked. So I fed their beautiful bodies to pigs. Now their beautiful bodies turned to feces. Ha 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 ha. He kept laughing until tears appeared from his eyes. This is wrong in so many levels. Why is this important? Someone is out there. Someone is targeting people. People are missing. Their bodies are never found. All of them live on a town with farms around the area. I fear someone is following the steps of Jeremy, the same way that happened 100 years ago. Beware, because you never know